Talking about a rebuild, I would think European football is a pretty big part of that. How critical is this match for Arteta and the rebuild at Arsenal?
Yeah, it's right for all the reasons the boys mentioned. I mean, if he wants to, have a crack at next season, try and finish in the top 4, he needs more players, he needs funds, which I personally don't think he's going to get. I think he's going to have to be clever in the transfer market. There's reports in England today that there might be a swap deal involving Guendouzi and Philippe Coutinho, which would be a good move for Arsenal, but still, it's not going to strengthen him at the back where, we've been saying for a decade now, Arsenal need to build from the back. In my opinion, they've got a very good goalkeeper, Martinez. I think he's their number 1 anyway. And then try and build from there and bring in, potential world-class players. They're not going to get world-class players at Arsenal because, the bigger teams are already probably at the front of the queue for those world-class players. So build from there. And if you can add the likes of Philippe Coutinho, I think that'll be a good signing. But it's always the midfield and the centre-half which worry me. When I watch Arsenal play, over the years, they've been, very gung-ho, especially against the top sides away from home. They've carried passengers left, right and centre. But now I think, as Robbo said before, there seems to be a game plan. You can see it. You can see when Mikel Arteta's putting the plan together. And it's not always going to come off because of the personnel that he's got. But you can see the direction that he's going in. And to win an FA Cup for both managers would be a fantastic achievement in a short space of time. But to answer the question, I think with Frank obviously sitting in the top 4, got loads of money coming in. We've seen Timo Werner and Hakim Ziyech already signed, and I think there's more to come at Chelsea. I think Mikel Arteta needs the FA Cup more than Frank does.
Sebi, just hold on a minute. I got to go back to Don here because this is a sentence I never thought I'd hear anybody utter. A potential swap deal for Philippe Coutinho and Guendouzi.
Yeah, that's what's in the papers today.
Did anybody read that, Don, and not laugh?
I don't know where they get the valuations from. It's ridiculous. But that was Robbo. Did you see that in the papers today? Did you see it?
It has been in the papers. Yeah, it's one of the moves that's been taunted or been talked about. Guendouzi could be a good player eventually, but he's got to curb his enthusiasm, his discipline, his way he gets into tackles. He's not good enough to have a swap deal with Coutinho. They'd have to pay a lot more for Coutinho than they would for Guendouzi.
Well, we'll save
he's
a little
never
bit
a Barcelona player, is he?
More chat about the comings and goings a little bit later in the show. But, guys, we got to get your predictions. Don said 3-2 yesterday to Chelsea. So did everybody else on the show. Craig, who you got Saturday?
Do you know, look, I don't want to sit in the fence in a sense, but, I think Arsenal's front 3 can cause problems. Put it one way. If Chelsea have a slack, sloppy day at the back, like City did, then I think Arsenal can get the win. If Chelsea don't, and I expect the back line to be drilled better than it's been certainly over the last few weeks, then I think Chelsea win the game. The league table doesn't lie. And I think they've got more options in that forward part of the field, even to come off the bench. So I'm just going to say Chelsea to take it.
Robbo, before I ask for your pick, I have to remind you, last time we did this, everybody picked against Arsenal in the FA Cup semifinals, and surely it is that they beat City. Are you going to go and make it unanimous again and surely jinx it?
No, I'm going to go with Arsenal. They're a cup side at the moment. They're not good enough in the league because they're not consistent enough. But they've got some good players, not great players. They've got good players because they're not consistent. But on their day, they can cause people problems. And Arsenal have become a cup side over recent times. They'll give everything they've got into this game. And I think they might just nick it 2-1.
Do you know what it is, Sebi? Do you know what it is, briefly? This is Robbo trying to get his ban from the Emirates overturned.
No worries about that. I like being banned from there.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.